What if I told you that you could know the answer to a math problem before you even start solving it? Well, today we're unlocking a really cool shortcut in algebra that does just that. It lets you predict the solutions to a quadratic equation with one simple tool. So let's dive right in.
I mean, seriously, have you ever wondered if you could just know if an equation has two solutions, or maybe just one, or even none at all, without slogging through all the algebra? It kind of sounds like a magic trick, right? But it's not. It's pure math, and believe it or not, it's surprisingly easy.
Okay, so first up, let's set the stage for what I like to call a quadratic mystery. Our mission, should we choose to accept it, is to figure out what kind of answers an equation has without actually, solving it.
All right, but before we can do any predicting, we've got to get our equation in the right format. It has to be in the standard quadratic form. You see it, right? ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And this is non-negotiable. It's the only way our secret weapon is going to work.
And that brings us to the key, the thing that unlocks this whole mystery. It's time to reveal the secret formula that makes all this magic happen. Everybody say hello to the discriminant. The formula is super simple. D equals b squared minus 4ac. Now, does that look familiar? It should. It's that little piece that's always hiding under the square root sign in the big quadratic formula. This one calculation is our predictive powerhouse. It literally discriminates, or tells the difference, between the kinds of answers you're going to get.
Okay, so we have the formula. Awesome. But what do the results actually mean? A number is just a number, right? It's pretty useless unless we know how to interpret it. Think of this next part as our secret decoder ring, our codebook for the discriminant.
And here is that codebook. And you're going to love this. It's so simple. There are only 3 things that can happen. 1. If your discriminant d is positive, anything greater than 0, you're going to get 2 different real solutions. 2. If d is exactly 0, you'll get 2 real solutions that are actually the same, or what we call one repeated solution. And 3, if d is negative, you've got no real solutions at all. That's it. That is the entire secret.
All right, theory is great and all, but let's see this thing in action. It's time to put the discriminant to the test. We're going to run through 3 different equations, one for each of those 3 possible outcomes. Let's see how it works in the wild. Okay, example number 1. We've got x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals 0. So, first step is to pull out our values. Here, a is 1, b is negative 5, and c is 6. Simple enough. Now we just plug those into the formula, b squared minus 4ac. A little bit of number crunching, and boom, we get a discriminant of positive 1.
And since our discriminant is 1, which is obviously a positive number, we just look at our codebook, and what does it say? We know for sure this equation has 2 different real solutions. And just like that, we predicted the outcome without even touching the rest of the algebra.
All right, ready for round 2? Let's try x squared minus 4x plus 4 equals 0.
Okay, what are our values? A is 1, b is negative 4, and c is 4. We plug them in, run the calculation, and this time the discriminant comes out to exactly 0.
So, back to the codebook. When d equals 0, what does that mean? It means we've got 2 equal real roots. So we've just predicted this thing has 1 repeated solution. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, 1 more to go. Let's cover all our bases. Our final example is x squared plus 2x plus 5 equals 0.
Let's grab our numbers. A is 1, b is 2, and c is 5.
All right, let's do the math. And this time, our discriminant is negative 16.
And there you have it, the third and final possibility. Since d is negative, we know instantly that this equation has no real roots, no real solutions. And just like that, we've seen all 3 scenarios in action.
So let's just take a step back and recap. What did we just do? You've basically just learned a new math superpower. You can now look into the future of an equation and see what kind of answers it holds instantly.
And the whole process really just boils down to these 3 super simple steps. Step 1, identify your a, b, and c values. Step 2, calculate the discriminant using d equals b squared minus 4ac. And step 3, decode the result. Is it positive, 0, or negative? That tells you everything. Seriously, that's all there is to it.
So, you now have this incredible tool that lets you predict the future of a quadratic equation. And I think that's what's so cool about the discriminant. It shows us that sometimes the most powerful insights in math aren't actually in the final answer itself, but in the patterns hiding just beneath the surface. So the real question is, now that you know how to look for these secrets, what are you going to discover next?